Hello, and welcome to Needs More Subs. This is the Thursday edition of our live broadcast, which means our awesome expanding list. We're going to take a look at 5 awesome expanding YouTube channels that we added to our awesome expanding list of awesome expanding YouTube channels, including the one we added on Monday, which is Relly Moore. Very cool. Tuesday, we added the Stimulating Variety channel. Doing a little something new on Tuesdays. We'll talk about that a bit more in a minute. On Wednesday, we added the CGI Nerd. And in just a few minutes, we will be adding Hex Vexed. And on today's program, as usual on the Thursdays, we will be voting with our passions and voting in which channel will be added tomorrow, Friday, March 8th. And we have 3 possibilities lined up for you. One possibility is returning challenger, Planet Funhouse. Another possibility is Mazee. And yet another possibility is Anthony Freeze with his 24-hour hustle program. We got all of that and more coming up on today's program, our awesome expanding list. See you in a bit.
Hi, it's Kim.
And Garrett.
From Kim and Garrett Make It,
And we are a do-it-yourself channel.
where we like to do it, build it, make it each week.
What's up, everyone? This is your boy El Jefe, and my channel is El Jefe Reviews, where I do honest tech reviews on budget gadgets.
Hi everyone, I'm Christian Reddy from Launchpad Astronomy, and on my channel we explore the universe and try to understand how it works and our place in it.
Hey, the peoples. This snazzy little piece of artwork here is from the album cover of our new album, which is called Brief Clips Collection. Got a nice hat there. Like my hat? Yeah. Brief Clips Collection is 12 tracks, 12 of the background clips from our Brief Clips series, which wraps up in 2 more videos. There's been some good background music in there over the times, so we just scooped together 12 of our favorites and put it in one collection for you to listen to. I like listening to it a lot. I think you will like listening to it. It's instrumental. It's not too distracting. You can throw it on when you're doing something, just relax and listen to it. If you're looking for that album or our previous album, Captain Needy Sings Not a Single Note, they're both available on our Bandcamp. And you get to our Bandcamp by typing into your web browser needsmoresubs.bandcamp.com. 2 awesome albums available for you there. This new album is $5, and when you pay that to us, that really helps us out a lot. We're not, we don't ask for a whole lot of money for many of the things that we do here. It needs more subs. But yeah, just if you, buy our music every once in a while, that very much definitely helps us keep on keeping on. Okay? And it lets you even give a gratuity. If you want to, give us a little extra tip or something, you can put in extra. Somebody bought our previous album last week, and they put in a big tip, and so thank you very much for that. Please do look at our music, listen to it. You can listen to it for free, see if you want to buy it, and please buy it if you want to buy it, and please want to buy it so that you will buy it. Okay?
I'm Susan from Susan's Creative. I do art tutorials and props and all kinds of creative things.
Hi, I'm Eric, the Modern Day Family Man. On my channel, I like to do a lot of product reviews, mostly tech, on anything that can help you and your family out. So if that's something that interests you, definitely come check out my channel.
Hi, my name's Tima Lally. On my children's channel, we learn all about good character. We celebrate children as they learn about manners and friendship, along with these characters from Taradiddle Forest.
Hello, the peoples. It's time for all the comments. Looking around the YouTubes at various comments from yours truly, Captain Needy. Let me see what we got here. Here we go. Here's a comment that was on the Tom Nash channel. Tom Nash did a video about how to get noticed on Reddit more, where he said, you gotta pay attention to the different subreddits, pay close attention to different subreddits in terms of use. And I had a little comment there that says, if the different subreddits want you to actually read the terms of use, then why do they put it in the terms of use? That's so counterintuitive. That's one of those comments that I make where the point of it is really just to amuse myself. As long as I get a chuckle out of it, I don't even know why I do that kind of stuff. This one, I wrote a comment on JMax Amateur Kitchen channel. Said, when Travis told me that I had to subscribe to this cooking channel called JMax Amateur Kitchen, I honestly had no idea that I was signing up for this level of entertainment. Every time, J-Mac. You get me every time. And then the response, check this out. It says, needs more subs. Needy man, you're amazing. Also, I see you commenting multiple times and bringing the community together. You are now the manager of this channel. So do it what you will. So I just go around the YouTubes picking up honorifics. I am now the official channel manager of JMax Amateur Kitchen. So when you're over there and you're in the comments section, just watch your toes, because I'm the channel manager over there. So that's good. And yeah, here we go. This is a comment from the Paul Grossclose channel, where I was saying that I do a lot of complaining about the YouTube algorithm myself, and Paul Grossclose, who I very much appreciate and really dig that guy. He says here, complaining is never the answer. If you're not getting views, it's because your content isn't view-worthy yet. You need to work for the algorithm and not against.
Well, hello, Needy, and all of Needy's fans. I am Michael Fyra Jr. My channel has the exact same name. It is a lifestyle, travel, and comedy vlog that's released every day. I also am the home of the best hour of my day. It is a live community show that comes out at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Hello, the people's Needy here again. We're going to do a little segment called what's on my watch later list. A few minutes ago, I noticed this animator video, Apple coring stop motion. I'm going to watch that a little bit later on. Metal for Breakfast has a new one. That's cool. Warrior number 101. That's sure to be funny, I'm sure. Metal for Breakfast over there. Stephanie Douglas has a new video, Overcoming Creative Block. Anybody struggling with your creativity, having a little block, there's a video for you. Snow Angel by Rachel Rawson. I have to confess that I did already watch this video. In fact, I watched it a couple times, but it's on my watch later list because I'm going to watch it again. I don't have to explain anything to you. You're not the boss of me. LaGuardia Cross has a video called My Kids Are Annoying, and that is the very first channel we ever listed on the Awesome Expanding list of Awesome Expanding channels, and everything over there is so funny and good. And James Blue Curry, a channel that was introduced to us by Austin McConnell there when he's highlighting smaller YouTube channels similar to what we do. He highlighted this one, and this guy is really good. He's got some good pipes there for singing, and this song, I'm sure, is awesome. Yeah, so if you want to check any of those out, they're gonna be cool.
Hi, my name is Patty Broussard, and I am the Array Artist. I'm like a human music box. You'll find me here on YouTube sitting behind this very strange instrument. It's called the Array Umbira, and the sound is just magical. I would love for you to stop on by my channel, grab some headphones, and throw them on and just de-stress. Hope to see you there. Take care.
I am needy. That's all you really need to know. Cool. hello. Let me testing. Hello, testing, hello. Hello, testing. How's testing today? Yes, testing is very good. Hi, I'm Needy, Captain Needy here over at Needs More Subs. I have a thing. You want to see this? No, I'm this thing. This thing. Yes, this is a thing. I don't ever use this thing because I'm never organized enough to like actually put it in and like turn all the knobs and everything before the program begins. But I don't know. Today I just so happens that I had an extra 2 minutes. So I'm gonna try and see if I can use this thing. See, check this out. Welcome to the chat. Please do value add the chat with any jokes that you have. Patty Broussard sort of showing you how it's done there, and Christian Reddy with the inert gases joke. That is a whole new level for us. You've leveled us up, my friend there. Creator Chaos is in the house today. My goodness, Creator Chaos, they roll deep. They got a posse, Creator Chaos. Any one of those Creator Chaos folks could definitely drop a link over to Creator Chaos, and then you would already know about it because you're probably in Creator Chaos and you wouldn't be benefited by that link. Okay. See how fast my logic is like a steel trap. Oh my goodness. This is Needs More Subs homepage right here, and I am going to join the live stream so that I can see you fine people. Although I was cheating and like watching what you were typing before I even joined the Inception screen. I am able to do better rhythms with that little device thing. I just, it's easier to put in the rhythms, but we need some bass now. Hang on 1 second, I'll get some bass for us. Who summoned me? Who has summoned me? I feel like this is weird because usually when I'm summoned, I am summoned somewhere else. I've never been summoned to my own live stream before. Wow. Needs More Subs has a thing that we do. It's called art requests. And I've been so disorganized for so long, but the organization is happening again. I'm getting kind of reorganized. So we're starting taking the art requests again. What happens is you just request a picture of Captain Needy doing this, that, or the other thing. Something cool, something interesting. And then that picture gets made into an actual real picture. And it gets posted to like our Instagram or Twitter or whatever. All the things, all of our things, we post it all around. And then it has like your name on it. It says art request and what you requested. shows you the picture, and then it has like what your channel name is. So it's a way of getting like your channel around. And I haven't been able to draw very much lately, but we're getting back into it, and we need to pile back up the requests again. So if anybody has an idea like that, a long time ago, you know, because it's been a while since we've been taking requests very much, Grandma Jimalali said there should be a picture of Captain Needy with his daughter on his shoulders. So I have not. This is not the full picture that's colored and everything, but the drawings have happened, and so here is a drawing with that there. That's a good drawing. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, so we got some drawings happening again. Just for the heck of it, here's the drawing from our new album cover. We got a new album out on the Bandcamp there, and we'd very appreciate it if anybody goes over and takes a listen to that, takes a watch to that, and that reminds me, I have a squirrel brain, and everything reminds me of everything else, and I got a million things to talk about, and I got a show to run, and we only got an hour to do all of that. But anyway, that does remind me that Needs More Subs has a SoundCloud now, where these, I'm making some like live music during the broadcast here. I should put the piano where we can see it. Let's see. And there's the keyboard, where we can almost see it. It's just tantalizingly right out of sight. Oh well, whatever. You can, yeah, we can see. Let me see if we can see. I'll try to see what's, yeah. Yeah, so you're making some live music there. Yeah, we're making some music there, and that's gonna be on our SoundCloud. We got a SoundCloud that we did, like last Tuesday we made some live music on the program, threw that up on the SoundCloud, but we didn't come up with a title for it. Like the title of it is just The Date, and that's like the worst title for any song. Like any song, like the very worst title that it can have is just like what date it was written on. So I very much don't want to call this song March 7th, 2019. I would like to call it something else. So I'm soliciting title suggestions. I'm soliciting a lot. I'm soliciting very, very, very passionately. Tripping Laces, I like that, Hybrid Steel. I like that a lot. I think, yeah, that has potential. That might be the title of this song here. Where are my manners? Oh my goodness. Cheers to the chat. Cheers to the chat. This is a screen called the Inception screen. It's a screen within a screen within a screen. You are basically watching a broadcast of you watching a broadcast of you watching a broadcast of you watching a broadcast. This mug right here, this is Susan's Creatives handiwork. She is the sponsor of Cheers to the Chat. Cheers to all of you fine folks. Thank you very much for joining the program. Thank you very much for the 7 likes. I'm gonna like this thing. I like this already. This is my kind of live stream right here. Okay. Ooh, the futility of undeserved existential crisis. Wow, that were like that kind of title would remind me of like Uncle Dan every time I read it, and I think I like that. I like that very much. Yes. So I missed a whole lot of chat. I'm gonna catch it again when I watch the rebroadcast. I still didn't even watch. We watched the Tuesday broadcast. I was watching something else Tuesday night. think it may have been Creator Chaos. You guys got a cool thing going on over there. That's a cool thing. I definitely feel there needs to be more music in the music. It needs like one more something else or something, but we don't have time for that now. We got to get into the awesome expanding channels. We add 5 awesome expanding channels to, oh my goodness, I'm pointing at everything. That's a thing. When I get excited, then I start pointing at everything, and that could be dangerous today because I am more tangled up in wires than I've ever been. Like, there's a lot of wires going on around here, and I took a little bit of time to untangle a little teeny bit, do a little bit of wire management, but that was only sufficient to keep me from like totally becoming entrapped and not even being able to get up to use the bathroom anymore. But yeah, there's still a dangerous wire situation going on around here. A lot of wires. Oh my gosh. But yes, every weekday on the Needs More Subs Twitter, which hopefully you follow. It's just twitter.com/needsmoresubs. We put out at noon o'clock an awesome channel that is growing, that deserves more subscribers. And we put out one on Monday and put out one on Tuesday and Wednesday and everything. And so we're going to take a look at some of those. And we're going to track down what did we put out on Monday. On Monday we put out a channel called Relly Moore. And it says here, Relly Moore is a camera ninja with awesome ideas to share with your eyeballs. You should probably follow him on Instagram also. That's a little extra. Sometimes on Needs More Subs you get extra tips. This is the channel of Relly Moore. There's a few of them here that I have not seen yet. I'm tempted to check out something new. But I'm going to go with this one that I watched last week. Because I don't know. I think it's really cool. I think you'll dig what he's got going on here.
Close to touching the water. Like, that's insane.
So you remember that day where it rained and I was trying to do like a reflection time-lapse thing and I got distracted and it kind of didn't work? Well, it rained this morning and I think I'm gonna try it again today. Ooh, that puddle over there looks like it has potential. This is a pretty busy intersection too. So my plan is to have my camera upside down on the tripod. That way I can get as close to the water as possible. And then on the top, I think I'm gonna have like regular speed and then the reflection a time lapse, or the other way around. I haven't decided yet, but we'll figure it out.
This is my setup. I can't even stress to you how low this camera is close it is to touching the water. Like, that's insane.
Hopefully no one, A, runs into my camera right there, and B, there's cars right there, so there's no reason for them to turn that sharp around this curve. One thing I'm gonna start doing when I do time lapses is I'm probably gonna go live on Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram if you want to see just random things when I'm going to, wow, that is so loud. Make sure you follow me on Instagram if you wanna just talk to me live, you know? I think the hardest part will be when I put the video and the time lapse together. I guess finding the right color grading or whatever between. Just matching up the colors, I think that'll be the hardest part. I don't think masking is going to be too difficult, but we'll see. So I'm putting these two things together, and as you can see, I'm just using mask to section out each part. If I were to close this, then you can see that the top section is masked off, and then the bottom section, which is the time lapse, is also masked off. Like I mentioned before, the hardest thing about this is going to be color grading both things to match up accordingly. But essentially, this is what it's going to look like, the concept behind it anyway. Now all I gotta do is just get some music in there, time it perfectly.
Oh my goodness, that is one of the coolest things that I ever did see. Oh my goodness, so cool. If you want to check out that video again, that is on Relly Moore's channel. Let me try to grab the link here, copy, and let me try to paste. I got so much stuff in the way. Arrgh. There we go. Okay, my goodness, there's so many, there's like a couple order of businesses and different, oh, there's so much stuff going on. We got new folks in the chat. Hybrid Steel apparently has not been to the Needs More subs as far as we can tell before, and we can tell that because we have not gotten you the blue wrench that everybody gets. You are now a moderator on Needs More subs, and Bud, you also are now a moderator on Needs More subs. That is special. Don't think just because everybody's a moderator that's not special. It is special. And it especially allows you to post links to anything that you think we should see. We are Needs More subs. We watch a lot of YouTube. We like to see a lot of things. So if you have things, you just post a link to your channel. You post a link to whatever video you've been working on that needs more views. You know, whatever you all the things. You post a link to all the things. It's all good. Okay, the other thing that I was supposed to talk about at the beginning, but there was like 10 things that I was supposed to talk about at the beginning, and I can't talk about all of them. Okay, we have a series that's called Brief Clips, and there's like 300 channels and more in the awesome expanding list that we have here, and we show 10 at a time on this series called Brief Clips, and we started off 100 channels behind. And so it's always been like a dream of mine to get caught up. And I started to catch up, but then I fell behind and was like even further behind than 100. And then I worked like crazy since December, and now we are like really seriously almost caught up. And we are going to conclude that series. That series is coming to an end with channel number 300. Basically, that series represents the best that we could do 10 months ago when we started Needs More subs, but it doesn't really represent the best that we can do now. It's kind of formulaic and repetitive, and I don't know. It's just, I've got series fatigue on that series, so we're putting that one to bed with 2 more videos. When we get to channel 300, that will be the last of the 10 Brief Clips series. So that's why there's been so many of those videos coming out so quickly, and I know that people don't have time to process all that, and people are like, oh my god, with the channels, okay, we get it, enough. But I still got 2 more of those to put out, and the videos are almost finished, and I like wrote all the descriptions already and made the thumbnails, and my squirrel brain has a hard time not pressing upload when I have stuff ready to go. It's torture for me. But anyway, we are going to start doing something new. I haven't even worked out all the details, but we're going to have a new way to highlight the channels going forward after channel number 300. And the one reason why I need to bring that up now is that it's going to be a lot more involved with you guys in the chat here. Like, as we're showing the channels and stuff on the Thursday program, we really love the feedback that we get on the channels that we show, and so we're going to be including that right in there. Like, your comments that come in the chat are going to be like wrapped up in the videos, and the videos are going to be more focused on like my description of the channels, because, like, I don't know, sometimes the 10-second clip of a channel doesn't really tell you as much as we could tell you. So we're going to find ways to tell you more, and some of that way is going to be what you guys type about the channels. So yeah, so your comments have always been wanted. They've always been desiring your comments of what do you think about these channels that we're adding and showing you, but that's going to become even more significant going into the future. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that I finally got that very important note off of my brain, and now Now there's enough room in my brain to start organizing things. I can move the couch over to where it belongs. Oh my goodness. I gotta just take a breath and point at some things. I know. I'm gonna make some music for a second. Oh, that relaxes me. That relaxes me so much. Thank you very much to Patty Broussard. Patty Broussard is the patron saint of music here on Needs More Subs and everywhere on the whole entire internet for that matter. So if you are ever doing anything musically related, I'm not telling you what to do. You're your own person. You decide for yourself. But it couldn't hurt. It could not hurt to hold Patty Broussard, the patron saint of music, in your thoughts before you embark on any kind of a musical endeavor at all. It can only help. That's all I'm saying. Makes perfect sense to me. Jossie Potts in the house. Hello, Jossie Potts, and welcome to the Needs More Subs Awesome Expanding List live stream. A new member, new added on the Awesome Expanding List, and came so very close to being Awesome Expanding channel number 300. The voting was like going one way and then the other way, and that was a very exciting day that day when we were voting on channel 300, and it was almost you, Jossie Potts. It was very, very almost you. But yes, you are there, and that's the important thing. It's great. I'm having a difficult time with my brain because I was I needed to say that one thing about the new way that we're doing the channels going forward, and now that came out of my mouth. Now I have so much space. Wow, it's kind of empty in here. Amazing. Okay, I remember the next thing I wanted to talk about. And cheers to the chat real quick before I talk about it. I need to take a sip of water so that I can breathe again. Every Wednesday here on Needs More Subs, we highlight a little bit bigger of a smaller one. A bigger, smaller one, usually a channel that has at least 1,500 subscribers and, but still small and still clearly deserving of more subscribers. And we've been doing that for quite a while now, and it's been working out great, let me tell you. So as of this week, basically we sort of started, we could have been, could have started with last week, but we just sort of, I don't know, I forgot to talk about it really. But yeah, starting this week, the first official one. Now on Tuesdays, every Tuesday we will be adding a smaller one. So we're looking for something in particular with less than 100 subscribers. And really, we're just looking for the smallest ones that we can find. If you know of awesome new channels starting off, just DM us or put it on our Needs More Subs forum, or I don't know, email me, type it in the chat, come and put a link to it. However you gotta tell us about it, just let us know about the smaller ones that you know about. And let us know about the bigger ones still, and let us know about the medium, big, smallish, teeny, mid-size ones. All of it. Whatever awesome channels that you know about, we'd love to hear about it. This week is the first week that we were doing officially the smaller ones. And on that very same program that I mentioned a minute ago when we were voting for the 300th channel on our list, I said that all 3 of those channels would get listed at some time within the next month. And I am happy that as of this week, we have fulfilled that promise. And all 3 of those channels are now on the list, including this smaller one, which is has 26 subscribers. It's the Stimulating Variety channel, and this channel is very stimulating, and it has like a variety of stimuli, and I think that people should kind of flock to this thing. We discovered Crumpulus when we were hosting our very first contest. We ran our first contest here on Needs More Subs, and we kept waiting for somebody to enter. And then we kept waiting, and then we kept waiting, and we kept waiting, and we were like, wow, nobody likes us. And we just ran more contests. We ran contest 2 and 3 and 4 and everything, and still nobody was entering contest number 1. And then one day out of the blue, Crumpulus entered contest number 1, thereby winning it instantly. And he did not only, but he didn't even do the minimum. He like answered all of the questions. He did a great job and everything. So we've been a big fan of Crumpulus ever since we first went to check out like what is this guy? Who is this guy? And we checked out his channel and we were like, oh, this is right up our alley. We have an alley and this is up it. So yeah, we're gonna check out a little piece of the music and the stimuli and it's like crazy awesome intensity that goes on the Stimulating Variety channel. So here's some stimulus. There we have some from the Stimulating Variety channel. There's a lot more variety where that came from. Welcome back to the chat, 3D Plastic Fantasy. How are you today? Congratulations on your recent 750 subscribers. I do believe that you are scheduled to be on our Milestones and More program next Tuesday. that keeps happening. Like every time, like it's Thursday and I'm supposed to be thinking in the mode of like the awesome expanding list of channels. We still got like the milestones keep piling up. The milestones, they won't stop coming. It's like the milestones, there's just channels and channels and channels, and they're just hitting milestones and milestones and milestones. And I wish that they could be a little considerate and stop hitting those milestones between Tuesday and Thursday. It's just 2 days. Just take 2 days off and everything would be good. But no, they don't. Wonder what would happen if we take this instrument and pitch it up even a little teeny bit higher. Oh, yeah, Uncle Dan would like everybody to check out Bipolar Pug, and he put a link to it right in there. If anybody else has any links, that would be very cool. We like all kinds of links, and especially if anybody is able to grab the links for the things that we are showing on the stream today and put those in there, that would be a big help. But links to anything is all good. Hello and welcome to the chat, Marty's crew. How are you doing? Yeah, so I pitched this up. Let me see if that makes even some interesting sounds. Yeah, that's too much. It's kind of sound soup. Okay, it was worth finding out though what it would sound like, I guess. Real quick, I'm gonna tell you the story of how I came to get a live broadcast. It's not an interesting story, but that's okay. I like to tell I like the non-interesting stories. I like to make sure that, you know, make sure we'll never have any watch time accumulating ever in the future. I don't know. I don't know why I tell non-interesting stories, but because I can, I guess. When I was young, there were 3 television channels there. Well, there was the whatchamacallit, the one where you had to like twist the knob around on the thing forever and ever, and then you could sort of tune it in, and you had to like be touching the rabbit ears, and you know that channel. If you're way old enough to remember that kind of stuff, then you know what I'm talking about. There was 3 channels, and there was not a whole lot of live television back in those days. There was a little bit, but basically, like, if you were like Dick Clark, then you could be on live television, or maybe there was like 3 other guys or something. But the point is, if you wanted to be like on live television or have a live broadcast of any sort, like you had to like really go after it. I mean, you had to like really pursue and become like an amazing personality and, get good on camera and do all of the things to have like a live broadcast back in those times. And then they had like the cable, and they had, and then the internet and everything. And then it was like 2019. Well, actually, it was 2018. And the standards of getting a live broadcast had sunken so low that really, like, all that I had to do to wind up having a live broadcast was not completely refuse to have a live broadcast. Like, I mean, there was YouTube, and they had like all this live streaming stuff, and I was like, I don't know, let me just do an experiment to see what effect that would have on my channel. Like, I don't not want to live stream. So yeah, might as well give it a go or whatever. And I wasn't really planning to do it, a lot. But then I was like, then all these awesome people started showing up, and then like, I don't know, then it started like having this effect. Like, I don't know, we had like, I don't know, we saw some like awesome stuff together. We made some awesome music together. I don't know. And so like now it's sort of like dawned on me that like I have a live broadcast. Like I am a live broadcaster, just by virtue of the fact that I didn't refuse to not be one. Like I was like, yeah, I don't know, I'll do it, sure. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know. That story could have been more interesting, but I warned you. So I warned you. Cheers to the chat. Cheers to the chat. How are you, fine folks in the chat? This is the portion of our awesome expanding list every Thursday where we vote in which channel we will be adding to the awesome expanding list tomorrow from our 3 possible options. I'm like a less talented Dick Cavett. I like that. I'm going to I'm like, you know how like channels, different products, different books, if you look on the back book cover or whatever, and they have those what you call them, testimonials. I'm gonna put that as my testimonial. I like that. So we have 3 possibilities. And the first of those 3 possibilities is, I believe, no, it's actually not. We had a returning challenger, Stephanie Forian, who was like a two-time returning challenger and then won it on her 3rd try. This is another one that has been here twice before in the past. Maybe this is the week, maybe it's not. This depends on what people like. But this is Planet Funhouse. They've been here before. It's a good channel. Let's take a look and see what they do here on the Planet Funhouse. Here is what the channel art looks like at Planet Funhouse. I mean, as best as we can see on the needs more subs screen conditions, it is what it is. It says on the About section, Planet Funhouse is a family-friendly channel where we promote and encourage creativity and curiosity while providing a safe place on the internet for kids of all ages. Here you'll find videos of fun, adventure trips, DIY craft projects, funny skits, and challenges. And we're going to turn down the music for a sec and take a look at the most recent video for just a little brief bit. Here we go.
Welcome back to Planet Funhouse. If you just want, it's good to see you. Hey, you're doing the channel without me now? Just kidding. Planet Funhouse. Welcome back to Planet Funhouse. If you just want, it's good to see you. In this video, we're going to be trying some dry fruits. And we're going to guess the flavors too. Before we get into this, we want to do shout-outs to our friends Benji and Jojo. Thank you guys for watching. You guys rock. Yeah! Yay! Open it. And let's see if it's right.
That is a little brief taste of Planet Funhouse and what goes on over there. Another option that we have is called Mazie. And let's see what's happening over here. Let me see. Planet Funhouse. Can't see Planet Funhouse anymore. Closed it down. Mazie has 12 subscribers on her channel here. It is an art channel from the looks of things. And it's a very artistic art channel here. The About section says, "Hi, I'm Maz, and welcome to my channel. I'm an energetic artist with a big heart who just wants to draw and have fun and make people happy. Here you'll find me drawing some cool characters with watercolor, ink, pencil, etc. Basically anything, and I upload every Sunday. Subscribe if you enjoy." Okay. And here are some videos, and we'll take a little peek and see an example of what she does.
What a beautiful day. Just to sit down, get some lemonade, chill. Get a sunburn while you're at it because you forgot sunscreen, but hey, that's A-okay. Wait, what was that?
Get down!
This is pretty much the sketch that I got down. Don't worry, Toothless will have a face, okay? I'll just edit a smile right there for you guys, okay? Awesome. So I definitely want to showcase the wingspan, and I do want to remind you guys the paper is massive. It's so much bigger. There's only so much the camera can like pick up, and I'm gonna try to get some clouds in the background. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go back, add some detail with this bad boy, and yeah, I'll catch back with you guys later.
And that is a little example of what happens on Mazie's channel there. And we have one more option for our voting today, which is called Anthony Freeze. And on the Anthony Freeze channel, we have 229 subscribers, and the About section says, Anthony Freeze, I'm an entrepreneur, founder of 24 Hour Media. It has a show called the 24 Hour Hustle Show. The show focuses on question and answer with accomplished guests to provide inspiration, awareness, and insight for listeners to pursue their dreams. Okay, and this is a little example of what happens on his show.
Episode 54 of the 24 Hour Hustle Show, and today we got special guest Terrell Thomas. Welcome to the 24 Hour Hustle Show. I'm your host, Anthony Freeze, and this is the show where we get the opportunity to sit down with amazing guests so that we can hear about their stories, their struggles, and also their success. If this is the very first time you are finding out about us, definitely make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell so that you can get notified every single time I post. And today we got special guest Terrell in the building. Definitely got an opportunity to sit down with you and get the chance to hear about all the great things that you're doing. We also got a lot of good mutual friends and like Julius Boatwright and a lot of other good people as well that have been on the show as well. And getting the chance to sit down with you and hear your story, which is amazing. So I'm definitely glad to have you on and be able to share. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm humbled to be here, honestly. So nice to share your space.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what the platform's all about.
And that is a little example of the Anthony Freeze channel. Okay, so we're going to have a little voting music here. And basically, to explain the way that the voting works in a nutshell is that we vote with our passions here. Majority rule is good, and definitely if there's a majority, that definitely helps somebody win. But if somebody is like really, really strongly passionate, then their vote counts more. Because, because that's how the rules work, I think. So, does anybody have like any kind of tepid, lukewarm preference for any of those? Does anybody think, I kind of like this one or that one? Does anybody have anything to get us started in a direction while I hook up some voting music? And first on the board, we are taking off in the direction of Mazie, the artist channel there. 3D Plastic Fantasy asks the question, why do you not stream directly from the PC when showing the videos? There is a very specific technical answer for that question, and I like the answer that the chat came up with, is that it would cramp our style. We definitely have developed a style and an aesthetic, and I definitely like it that we sort of stream from a cell phone, which is just looking at a screen, because that's got like a really low level of access. There's like very little barrier. Like anybody could do that. Like anybody with some good ideas, you can make it happen. You can do it. You too can do it. But speaking of like a low back barrier to a low bar, setting a low bar there, the computer that we stream on, or the computer that we use to run the show here, does not have a graphics card. And so anything that we try to use to live stream from the PC directly laughs at us. Like we tried to use the OBS, and the OBS laughed for like 2 days solid. I was just like, it was red in the face. I thought I was gonna choke there. And pretty much the same with anything we use to try to stream directly from our screen. It pretty much tells us no. So yeah, we have a very, very ancient computer here. All of our technology, all of our gadgetry, and all of that stuff is very, very, very experienced and seasoned. So yeah, it's not the latest and the greatest, the broadcast equipment that we use. You don't remember the channel name of it was Planet Funhouse, I think, is the first one with the dad and the kids and stuff like that. So Jimalali is somewhat passionately taking us in that direction. We got some love for the Planet Funhouse channel. Yes, the computer does have some gray. The computer has a lot of gray. It has more gray than I would like, and it's all sort of clustered around the fan. So I gotta do something about that, because every time I don't clean out that area, it gets a lot of gray accumulates there. So yeah, thanks for reminding me. I gotta do that. Old music equipment is the best music equipment. That is so true. That is so true. There are wonderful, wonderful sounds in this world, and a lot of people will try to convince you that you like need the newest and the latest and the greatest sounds, and the highest tech sounds, and the priciest sounds and everything. But oh my goodness, this world is full of sounds, and sometimes case in point. We had some music machines that were cracked and broken and everything. They were a little bit older, and they were doing the job. They were getting the job done. And then Patty Broussard, our music sponsor, said, "I could send you a not cracked and broken screen, and the sounds coming out of that thing are like they're comparable because they're using the same apps." But I did not realize an unintended benefit was going to be that the old ones that I used to use used to require me to fully shut down the music machine and do like a cold start like every single time. And the one that Patty Broussard sent like does not need me to do that. I just like turn it on, plug it in, and it works. And so that gives me like 2.5, 3 minutes before every single live broadcast that I don't have to scramble to do like that thing. And over time, like it's such a ease my mind. It's like, oh my goodness, like I really notice that I don't have to do that when I don't have time to do it, and I'm not spending time doing it. Yeah. sometimes like a string of words, like a long string of words came out of my mouth. And I wasn't really paying attention, and they just kept coming out of my mouth. And at the end, I think to myself, boy, I sure hope I just said something. That was a case of that. I just like I think I was making sense. I was trying. I know I was. But I guess the long story short, the too long didn't read version of that is just thank you, Patty Broussard. We love you over here. Yes. So I didn't realize that we have 2 more channels left to do. I thought we had 1 more, but I forgot that we're really behind the 8 ball now, and we gotta catch up. We got catching up to do. So we really need those votes coming in fast and furious. If it's not, we're gonna decide. I think I don't know. I saw some expression for Mazie, and I saw some expression for Patty's Fun, or for Planet Funhouse. So it's undecided yet. We still got 10 more minutes to vote. But on every Wednesday, we do a bigger, smaller one. We put in a bigger, smaller YouTube channel, and this week that one was called the CGI Nerd. And it's sort of a policy of ours. We have a bias for not listing a channel that is by a channel creator that we've already listed before in the past. But what are you going to do when the kinds of channels that you're looking for are made by like a good friend of the channel, and they have like an awesome channel that like lots of people need to see? We are definitely trying to step up our 3D graphics game here, and we've been looking into a lot of awesome things. And Alejandro Perez has this channel called the CGI Nerd, which has 2,200 subscribers and growing rapidly. And very happy for Alejandro getting some shine that he definitely deserves over there. We're going to show like a real quick example, because we don't have time to show a longer example of some of what we're talking about, this beautiful 3D artistry that is going on over here.
Hello everybody, in this video we're going to be going over how to create this effect that we have here, basically having a cannonball type of object hitting a wall and destroying it and having it all crumble down and look awesome. We are going to be using rigid body dynamics to achieve this, and then fracturing it and modeling it all out. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay, so let's get started breaking stuff. I'm going to create a geometry node, and inside of this geometry node I'm going to create a box. There we go. And this is going to be like a wall that I'm going to break. I also want to create so let's call this wall. And then I'm going to create another geometry node. And this one is going to be the ground. And inside of here, I am going to create a grid. There we go. And I think that's big enough for our purposes. So let's go back here to the wall geometry, and I am going to create a transform. So that way I can do it inside of the box, but I like to have the pivot where I can control it a little bit easier. So here with the transform, I'm just going to move it up some, and then let's move it back some on the Z. There we go. And then I am going to scale it. Oops, that's rotation. That means to rotate.
right on cue, we have the appearance of CGI Nerd. Hey, Alejandro, how are you doing today? Only thing that would have made it more perfect is if you would have come in saying, "Who summoned me?" Oh well. That's my joke. You can leave that joke for me. Hey, Jimal Ali's in the house also. How are you this fine morning for you? So, we got one more video to get through, and that was added today. That was added at the as this program was beginning here on YouTube, at the exact same time on Twitter, another channel was being added to our awesome expanding list. And let's go find out what channel that was. It was the channel called Hex Vexed, which has 600, almost 700 subscribers. It's a webtoon and digital artist. Hex Vexed has a fantastic, fun style to her art and teaches a lot about her process as she illustrates. Let's take a look. Very cool. Here's one that I have not watched yet. Let's take a look and see what's going on here.
And I'm here to discuss my webcomic/webtoon installment series called Console Her, which features two characters sort of as the main focus, Claudia Shepherd and Ava Ridge, which is a pun of average. And I really hope that somebody gets it at some point because I thought it was really funny. I wanted to begin this video by going into the basics of my comic, and then from there I'll try and extrapolate into what I've learned from actively uploading. That's sort of like my rough outline, though I don't tend to script, or I should. I'll look into it for the next video, but for this one I'm speaking from the heart and from what I've learned. I originally went to go for a webtoon comic myself because they posted about a challenge last year. I had recently started reading a comic which I've mentioned previously on this channel called Lore Olympus, and I found that that comic very much opened my eyes to how I always found that when I looked at webcomics, I was very used to the traditional format where it was a panel by panel set A4 like kind of shape, like there was always sort of a shape to it, or it was a 4-panel comics that were like little dailies kind of things. The endless scrolling format really interested me, and though there's a limitation in the fact that I can't ever directly print it off as a comic eventually, it definitely works more for me because I'm not very good at picturing how a page layout is going to look. I'm very sort of emotionally driven. Like I'll thumbnail and I'll put things together and I'll kind of piece it together based on how I feel. And as the writer and the artist, I have that luxury, and I know sort of the rough vibe of what each comic and each update needs to convey. But I'm not restricted to, well, this panel's here, this panel's here, this panel's here. Now, I'm going to just speak loosely.
And that is a little example of what goes on over at Hex Vexed. We have a whole bunch of videos that are very, very nearly done. So there should be a whole bunch of videos coming out over the weekend. I hope that you will tune in to watch those videos. As some people have been kind enough to point out, Needs More Subs is on milestone watch. We almost have we're like, wow, we're almost hitting a milestone. So thank you very much to that. Thank you for the people who suggested song titles for this song earlier. Gonna pick one of those and throw that up on the Needs More Subs SoundCloud. Thank you very much to everybody who dropped off any links here today. We always appreciate that. I'm not sure exactly who is the winner. I think it is Planet Funhouse, maybe, that will be the Awesome Expanding channel of tomorrow. But I will need to go back and read the chat more carefully with my passion rod to see who really had the most passion there. So stay tuned to that for Needs More Subs Twitter tomorrow and see who's the Awesome Expanding channel there. And that's about it. Thank you everybody for coming by. I heard that this program got a lot of likes. I can't see it anywhere, but I'll take your word for it. Thank you to everybody who did the thumbs up thing. And that's all I got. So, peace. And, see you later.